Hello and welcome back to the RaceRoom grid at Brands Hatch. We're back in the Silhouette series, and the last time I drove this car I got my first ever podium in RaceRoom, so I'm hoping it's a lucky car for me, and if qualifying's anything to go by, it looks like it might be. I'm just a tenth of a second off pole position and I line up third on the grid, so there's real potential here for another podium battle to see if we can repeat the heroics of Zandvoort a couple of weeks ago. Admittedly, we're racing on the Indy circuit here at Brands Hatch, so it's fast and it's furious. The slightest mistake can be ever so costly, so let's get to the grid and see how we get on. Oh, we've got away incredibly well there. That's the best start I've ever made in RaceRoom. And we're going to get the whole shot into turn one, into Paddock Hill. Oh, there's contact behind. And we've lost someone. It looks like the pole sitter has crashed out in Paddock Hill. But I can't think about that now. I've got a lead to defend. Got to keep it tight out of Druids. Oh, man, what a start. What a start. Generally, my starts have been dreadful in RaceRoom in recent weeks, but I just tried not to think about it then. Got the throttle down early, engaged first gear early, and we got away like a rocket. I also reset the traction control to 100% for that start, and I'm just going to flick it back to 60% now. So thank you to Roz for that tip. He commented on my last video when I got off the line so terribly. And I'm not going to have the lead for long by the looks of it, because we've got a car coming up the inside into Paddock Hill. I'm just going to have to give him space. I couldn't defend that one. Try and keep it tight into Druids, or else I'm in danger of losing second place as well. And there's carnage behind. It looks like several cars have bailed out at Druids. So I've led a race, albeit for only a lap, for the first time in RaceRoom. And let's go back, take a look at the start and see how we did it. It's by far the best launch I've ever had off the grid in RaceRoom. And the pole sitter Terroros was a little bit sluggish. And then, yeah, he clipped my rear, and that lost him control going into Paddock Hill. Admittedly, I may have been a little bit rough off the line, but because Terroros started so slowly, this is the view from his car. I really went for it because I saw that chance of the first place. There was a little bit of contact there, but nothing that knocked Terroros off his line. But that contact might have done. But by the time contact was made, I'd certainly taken the advantage, and that racing line I'd made my own. Let's have a look again. Yeah, a little bit of contact there, and actually Terroros gets squeezed out, so I think it's contact with Bozo as much as contact with me that caused him to spin there. I think we can put that down to a racing incident. Just got to stick with Bozo now. Keep behind him, keep the pressure on. We've got a good couple of seconds behind us now, so I don't have to worry about that. We're sitting pretty good in second place. Gonna be good just to sit behind Bozo for a few laps. See if we can spot any weaknesses. Any places where we might be faster. It's such a short lap around here. There's not too many opportunities to pass. Oh, he's drifted a bit wide already. I've got to take advantage of that and get up the inside. I think he stayed off the gravel because he hasn't lost too much time. I can still see him in my rear view. But we couldn't pass up that opportunity to regain the lead. I'm guessing he saw me in his rearview mirror and was pushing as hard as he could to try and open up a bit of a gap. But yeah, just coming around here, pushed too hard and clips the grass on the outside. And once you do that, it's so hard to pull it back in. And then a lap or two earlier, this was his move on me. Up the inside into Paddock Hill. It's a textbook pass. It's probably the best place to make a move on this short Indy circuit. My mind immediately turned to defending the line, but look at that, the car in third spins right around. He looked really unlucky there. It looked like it might have been a glitch. because that certainly looked like contact from behind, although the 4th place car wasn't that close to him. Let's look from on board his view just to make sure it wasn't contact with me instead. Oh yeah, definitely contact from behind that caused him to crash. And then the other cars that went out, well, this car, the white and the orange trim, he got spun right around and then took out other cars with him. It was mayhem in Druids. This yellow's been coming out every lap. I'm guessing there must be a car parked up somewhere. I've not seen anyone. I'm paranoid about anything at the moment because I've never led a race before. And not only am I leading a race, I've got a second advantage too. Oh, it's far more stressful than I ever thought it would be. My palms are sweating. Legs are trembling. I can hardly feel the pedals at the moment. I've just got to try and settle down and get into some sort of rhythm. And Bozo might have run a bit wide behind. I'm sure he was on the grass there. That might give us a bit more of an advantage. Or at least I hope it does. Yeah, it was just coming into Graham Hill Bend and he got on the gas as early as he could. And it sent him wide, well onto the grass, but he didn't lose as much time as I hoped he would. The fact that Bozo's running wide behind me is a really encouraging sign, because it shows that he's pushing. It shows that he's pushing a little bit beyond his limits to try and catch me, which suggests that I might have the advantage. And that gap's more than 1.5 seconds now. So yeah, his trip onto the grass last time out certainly helped me out a little bit. And oh, there is a car on the infield this time. I started to take that yellow flag for granted coming around clearways, but that just goes to show I've got to take notice of every yellow flag. He could have easily been rejoining then. Oh, we drift a little bit wide coming out of Paddock Hill Bend. No harm done. Thankfully, no slow down penalties or anything like that. That's the last thing I need at the moment. So okay, settle down. Settle down. Oh, that's not the best exit out of Graham Hill Bend either. But that gap's closer to 2 seconds now. Just for a bit of a breather from me getting stressed, I thought I'd look at the replay to see how that car ended up on the infield on the previous lap, and it started all the way back at the start of the lap. These guys were having an incredible battle. Just keep your eye on the white car with orange trim at the back. He's going to make a move up the inside into Graham Hill and take 2 cars in one go. A fantastic move. But our attention now is on the Sports Illustrated livery. He's at the back. He's the one who ended up spinning off, and he's going to cut up the inside here. He's going to hit the grass. He will take a position, but then he's going to get a nudge from behind, and that's what spins him round onto the infield. I just can't believe how long this race is taking. Normally 15-minute races go by in a flash, but I just keep looking at that clock, expecting, or rather hoping, to see that there's 1 or 2 minutes left. But we've still got another 5 minutes to go. That gap behind is closer to 2 seconds now. But I just can't feel like I can relax. Oh God, if I wasn't stressed enough. I just caught a glimpse up ahead of some backmarkers. Yeah, there they are, look, going into Druids. We're going to be right with them before too long. And that's another thing I'm going to have to worry about, is getting around them safely while preserving that 2-second lead. Oh, this is stressful. This is stressful. And we're gaining on them. I almost don't want to gain on them. But I know if I ease off even just a little bit, Bozo behind's going to be on me like a flash. Oh, and as I say that, he might have run wide on the exit to clearways. He has, look, that gap's up to 4 seconds. 4 seconds now. Oh, that's massive. That's a huge weight off my shoulders as I close in on these back markers. Oh, thank goodness for that. Bozo pushing again's made another mistake. And all of a sudden I've got a safety net if things do go wrong here. Right, who is it? Andy Davies. You'll be my new favourite driver if you let me by. And he is going to. Oh, thank God for that. I'm through in one piece. Lead intact. Give Davies a medal. So yeah, let's just look at the replay and see what happened to Bozo. We're riding on board with him. And I've done it so many times myself. When you push in to catch someone, you just try and get on the gas a little bit earlier than normal. And it backfired there. It just took him over onto the gravel. And once you're on it, it's so difficult to get back out of it. And then this is the pass around the lap driver, Davies, who did exactly the right thing. And I'm so grateful he pulled over there and didn't make it any more difficult than it needed to be. Oh, I'll forever have a newfound appreciation for those drivers who let the leaders through. Breathed a sigh of relief there. Oh, jeez, I just want this to be over now. I'm so close to that first ever win. I never really saw where it's going to come from. Because whatever race I enter, there's always a driver who's 1-2 seconds faster than me. But that's not the case today on this short circuit. And I'm getting ever closer. But the closer I get, the sweatier my hands are getting. I can hardly keep them on the wheel at the moment. Oh, what's it come to when a 41-year-old man is reduced to a quivering wreck by a computer game? It's unbelievable. But that's what it's done. Oh, and another backmarker's drifted wide. I was just starting to think that I might not even try and overtake them with only a minute or so left. But that one was gifted to me. And this surely will be the last lap. The lead 6, almost 7 seconds now. I'm almost there. Almost there. Come on, concentrate. I'm certainly not going to try anything to get around these guys. I'm just going to follow them home. Keep it steady. Oh, man. Take it easy. Please don't do anything stupid. We're almost there. Last corner. Just had the alert that my fuel's running low. So we calculated that to perfection. Look, 2 litres left on the final turn. This race couldn't have gone any better. And I've done it. I've won a race. Oh. Right, now I've had a chance to get my blood pressure back down again. Let's have a look at the stats. And we're back above 1600 with the rating. Reputation is higher than it's ever been. But more importantly than that, I can now call myself a RaceRoom winner. And let's just get the confirmation up. Fastest lap of 47.9, so not quite as quick as my qualifying times. But still consistent. And there's the results. Tireros, the pole sitter, managed to recover from that first corner spin. And he finished in 6th. But the other guy on the front row, Puchins, didn't even finish. I don't know what happened to him. But yeah, we ended up 7 seconds clear of Bozo in 2nd. It was a really close race. And I'm happy to finish the video with this screen. Me standing on top of the podium. I'll certainly go into tomorrow night's endurance with a spring in my step now after this result. And that's what's next for me. The Sunday night 1-hour race at Spa. And I expect I'll be driving the BMW in that after I felt so comfortable in it at Road America yesterday. But for now, it just leaves me to say thank you all for watching, and in particular for your kind words, your support, your comments over recent videos. They've really helped me improve as a driver, and look where it's got me. But for now, I'm going for a lie down. Cheers, guys. Bye.